Hey, good evening, everyone. It's been a long time. I think it was a week ago tonight, the last time we were able to do a moth check for a variety of reasons. Anyway, we're back in business again. Hello, Ginger and Alyssa. Thank you for being here tonight and helping as always. Chloe and JB, great to see you. Thanks for being here. I think you were number one tonight. Dan and Clovis, good evening to you. Ronnie, hi Ronnie. I'm not sure, Ronnie, if this is your first moth check or not. It seems like you've been on the stream quite a bit, but I'm not sure you've ever seen a moth check, so let us know what you think. Got clear skies tonight, lots and lots of stars, really bright stars. Excellent viewing tonight if you're into stargazing. There have been a lot of warblers calling tonight too. If you go to the day stream from today and go to the last 15 minutes or so and listen with headphones on, you'll hear an awful lot of warblers calling, and you'll probably be able to hear the barred owl too. There was a barred owl that called at the end of the stream, and after I ended the stream he called for quite a while after. It doesn't seem to be calling at the moment, but there's still lots of warblers going over, so if you have headphones on, listen for just thin, high-pitched call notes. Those would be warblers and thrushes that are migrating. Probably a bit of a backlog. A few nights worth of migrants waiting for the bad weather to clear through. As you know, most songbirds, most warblers and vireos, flycatchers, thrushes, most birds that nest in the forest, most of the small songbirds migrate at night. Who cooks for you? Yeah, that's the call. Ginger, you heard him the other night? Did you hear it here on the stream or at home? Chloe, your barred owls are active? Oh, you heard it here on the stream. Nice. I didn't know that. Hi, Kim. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Not sure if I... Ryan, hi Ryan. Welcome. Anyway, I probably missed somebody there. I'm sorry. So we've got a few moths tonight. It's starting to cool down a bit. It was an hour ago. It was still 70 degrees. I think it's probably down closer to 65 degrees Fahrenheit now. So let's turn on the light and we'll move in. See who's here tonight. Where do we start? Start with something I can identify at least. This is the false hemlock looper. Lots of warblers calling if you're listening closely with headphones. Hemlock looper, false hemlock looper. And Zestia dolosa up under there. Just checking along the shingles here. Another false hemlock looper up here. Here beside the light fixture, we've got some micro moths here that I can't name right off, but I would guess there's two different species there. And there was a leafhopper there, he just hopped away. Over here we have Zestia dolosa. And I think that's a Baltimore snout. It's quite worn. Oh, look who just flew in. Darn it, he's already flown away. He's back. Oh, he's gone again. Oh, he's gone again. Okay, there he is. White underwing. Beautiful moth. Whoop. There's another large moth flopping around. It's got some nice markings on his thorax too. Almost looks like a couple of eyes, and a bar on the forehead, dark bar. Make a pretty good mask out of that design. Seems to be getting ready to fly. I'll just show you this one. This is a newbie for us. This I think is called the chain dotted geometer. Chain dotted geometer. And I'm pretty sure we haven't seen this one before. It's an autumn moth. And usually it's pretty common through September into October. White underwing, chain dotted geometer. An interesting pattern of yellow on the, oh, they were both together there for a moment. Interesting pattern of yellow on the thorax and the head. And oh, this is a very worn moth. I don't think it has any scales left on its wings at all. So I won't even take a guess. Nice caddisfly here. Don't care for the light. So there's Zestia dolosa. Up here we have large yellow underwing, rather worn. Large yellow underwing. More warblers calling. Down here is, this is the hemlock looper. Not the false one, but the real one. Hemlock looper. And this is the common hypa, Hyppa, common hypa. Very beautifully patterned. This one we've seen several times. Caddisfly is here now. And down here is Zestia dolosa. Oh, what's this? Not sure who this is. This is in the genus Apamea. This is a newbie for us, but Apamea is A-P-A-M-E-A. A-P-A-M-E-A. Apamea. And there are two species that are hard to tell apart. They're called, the common names are thoughtful, Apamea, and the other one is the doteful, Apamea. And I'm not sure which one this is. So this is either thoughtful, Apamea, or doteful, Apamea. White underwing on the ground now. I'm going to move the underwing here because I don't want to accidentally step on it. Oh, there's another one. There's this one. There's another one right here. So two white underwings under my feet. Just remember not to look down before I'll remember to look down before I take steps. So that's our Apamea there. And down beside it here is false hemlock looper. There's a white underwing on the screen of the iPad. Zestia dolosa. Down here we have a stink bug. shield bug, red cross shield bug. And just give me a second here to repair my light. Okay. So one of the white underwings is on a hockey stick. The other one's still on the ground, but in a place I would normally never step, so should be safe there. Ichneumon wasp. Yeah, I have two hockey sticks. They're the legs for my for the frame that my moth sheet is draped over. Warbler's calling. There's a beetle up here. There's a couple of Gyponana, sorry, Gyponana leafhopper. All green one. Over there, beetle. Looks like a water beetle of some kind. Another micro moth that I don't recognize. Chain dotted geometer crawling up the pole, the lamp pole. Okay, back over to the right side of the sheet. I don't see anyone new here. There's a leafhopper just popped in. Oh, look who's here. That's the, I don't know where it went. It's the orb narrowwing. It's not the same individual, but it's the same species that we saw the other night. Orb narrowwing. This is a moth that's a migrant from Central America and the Caribbean. Well, maybe it is the same one. It's pretty much the same pattern. I suppose it could be the same individual. I mean, they're pretty rare, so. I was just thinking the one we saw the other night had a slightly different pattern on the back, but it was pretty close to that. Nice. The crane fly. Doesn't look exactly the same to you, Alyssa? I thought that the tie appearance on the back was a different shape. Remember we were saying it looked like it was wearing a tie? Anyway, it'll be easy to compare see if they're the same individual. Over to the shingles to the right of the sheet. No, I don't see much here. Oh, there is somebody here. Oh, this is going to be a newbie. This is in the genus, get ready, Papa Ipema. There's a bird just took off. Oh, it's the Canada goose. Took off from the cove. Hi, Mary. Welcome. Nice to see you. This is some species of borer. I'm not sure which species, but it's in the genus. It's a very large genus, and the genus is Papa Ipema. Papa, like P-A-P-A, I, Pema, P-E-M-A. Papa Ipema. Papa Ipema, and it's a genus of moths that, that's it, Ginger. It's a genus of moths that come out in the autumn, and most be a particular type of plant that they feed on. And they're quite hard to tell apart. You need to study the pattern on the wing closely. So I'm not sure, without looking in the guide or looking online, I'm not sure which species this is. But I will find out. I would expect we'll see more species, different species from this genus in the coming days. One of the commonest Papa Ipemas that I get here is the sensitive fern borer. It's called sensitive fern borer. It feeds on sensitive fern, which is a really abundant fern around here. Another chain dotted geometer, or the same one. Missing a little bit of its hind wing. And sensitive fern is called sensitive fern because it's the first fern to get frostbitten in the fall. So, first cool night in September. This is another one. I think we've seen it, but not very often. It's called Smith's Dart. We've seen it once or twice before, I think. Smith's Dart. Like Mr. Smith, S-M-I-T-H, Smith's Dart. This one's nice and fresh. And there's a little eclaris here that I think is a newbie for us. I think this is McDonough's eclaris, named after an entomologist by the name of McDonough. And I think that's M-A-C-D-U-N-N-A-U-G-H, McDonough, M-A-C-D-U-N-N-A-U-G-H. Sorry. Somebody got it right. Alyssa, well done. Great job. McDonough's eclairus. If I'm not mistaken, the entomologist McDonough, who had a lot of insects named after him or her, was originally from Nova Scotia. Here's, this is a four-line borer. Four-line borer. We've seen this one once or twice before. Four-line borer. Here's another borer here. Not a borer, but a looper. This would be the common looper. Oh, I'm not sure. Common or soybean. I think it's common. Common looper. That's it, Alyssa. And we have seen common looper. And we've also seen soybean looper. That's it. And up here is a little tiny, this is in the genus Charutus. Charutus, C-H-O-R-E-U-T-I-S, C-H-O-R-E-U-T-I-S, Charutus. Charutus with a T instead of a D, Tango instead of Delta. That's it. Now I forget the common name or the species name for this one, but I know it feeds on apple. And another caddisfly up here. Alyssa, I was just about to say that we've had Diana's Charutus before, and you're right. I mean, you read my mind. This is not Diana's Charutus. This is a different species, and we actually only have two in New Brunswick, Diana's Charutus and this one that feeds on apple. So, amazing memory, Alyssa. I don't know how you did that. More ESP, I guess. There's our Papai Pima again. And our Smith's dart is still here in the same place. All right, we'll do another swing back across the sheet here. I don't see much new, or I don't really see anything new at the moment. Little tiny beetle here. between the apomea and the false hemlock looper. Our water beetle of some kind is there. White underwing is flopping around. The one on the hockey stick is still there. There's another white underwing flying around, hitting the iPad. What is this here? A spittlebug. This is the meadow spittlebug. Here's the Trorudus again. Probably I'm not sure it's the same individual, but it's the same species. Micro moth. I have to keep looking down whenever I step here. Caddisfly. Very worn Baltimore snout. Cestia dolosa. Less worn Baltimore snout. Cestia dolosa. So we'll take a look at the sheet here. Don't see anything new there. Caddisfly. Here we have the hemlock looper on the right and the false hemlock looper on the left. Not too difficult to tell apart. Different colors, different patterns. My guess would be that the caterpillars of these two species are very similar. That may be why they named this one the false. Oh, what's that on my finger there? Looks like a leaf hopper or something tiny and green. There you go, get off. He hopped off. Okay, crane fly. Cestia dolosa. Oh, way up on the shingles there, I see a maple spanworm up here. Let's see if I can reach up there. Maple spanworm. One last look here on the right side of the sheet on the shingles. Oh, here's somebody new. Is this a carpet of some kind? Not sure what species this is. Maybe one that we've seen before, like the orange. I think there's one called orange bird, carpet moth, that can look like this. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look this one up. Anyway, it's a carpet moth, and I think we've seen it before. Nothing else new over here. White underwing still on the hockey stick. False hemlock looper still in place. Doubtful or thoughtful apomea still present. Crane fly. Hello, Christiane. Wonderful to see you in the middle of the night in Germany. Water beetle. Or spittle bug. Not sure who the fly is. Could be a species of bark louse. And interesting little beetle coming along there. Interesting shape. Quite a long neck. I don't recognize that one at all. Newman wasp. Gyponana leafhopper. Still present. Caddisfly walking by. Another leafhopper up here. That's not a Gyponana. It's a very small green leafhopper. The camera doesn't want to focus on it. And what is this here? Don't know, micro moth of some kind. And a final look to the left of the sheet here. Don't see much here. The false hemlock looper is still here. That seems to be it. There's the real hemlock looper. Along with the ichneumon wasp, Zestia dolosa, caddisfly, Baltimore snout, Nice little grouping there. Now there's Estia, Japanana. All right, I think we'll call it a night. It's a bit early, but doesn't seem to be anything else coming in. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Ginger and Alyssa, thank you so much for your great work, your ESP, your EST, extra special typing. Chloe and JB, thanks so much. Appreciate you being here every stream. Good night, Kim. Thanks for joining us. Good night, Ronnie. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Dan, all the best to you and the girls. See you again soon. And Christiane, good night to you in Germany. Thank you for joining us. Happy dreams. Good night, Mary. Thank you for being here. Good night, Ryan, if you're still here. Trying to think who else I might have missed. Anyway, thanks. See you soon. Bye-bye.